So here we go. Fox and Friends covering the News Corp scandal, which now is being investigated by the FBI, the Department of Justice. It's being investigated by the British Parliament. You've just had the Rebecca Brooks, who is a top official in News Corp, just resign. And here is Fox and Friends weighing in on this.
For the first time.
First time
First
ever.
time.
Joining us right now is a man who knows about the media, Bob Dilenschneider, the head of the New York-based Dilenschneider Group, and he used to run one of the biggest PR firms in the country. Good morning to you, Bob.
Good morning, Steve. How are you?
Fine, thank you very much. What do you make of what this particular hacking scandal with the News of the World?
Well, the News of the World is a hacking scandal. It can't be denied. But the issue really is why are so many people piling on at this point? We know it's a hacking scandal. Shouldn't we get beyond it and really deal with the issue of hacking? I mean, Corp has been hacked into, Bank of America has been hacked into, American Express has been hacked into, insurance companies have been hacked into. We've got a serious hacking problem in this country. And
wait, you got to pause.
Wait a
over
second.
24,000 files. So we've got to figure out a way to deal with this hacking problem. That's what we have to do.
You know,
All right, now wait a second. Hold on a second.
And they've said,
here.
look,
Wait a second. Wait, this is a hacking problem? You've got these companies have been hacked into. Why aren't we talking about hacking in general? News Corp is doing the hacking. There's a difference between, it's like saying, look, yes, I know this guy is a murderer. He killed people, but people are dying. Let's talk about the issue of people dying. There are people dying everywhere. There have been people hit by a bus. There have been people hit by a car. There's been other people who've been killed by murderers. Why are we talking about this one murderer? We should be talking about the idea of murdering. That's the problem. The problem isn't this murderer. The problem is murdering.
It's the worst PR firm I've ever heard.
No, well, I am willing to bet. I am willing to bet that this guy does PR
We've got a
for News
serious
Corp.
hacking problem in this country, and this morning the government's obviously been hacked
Right.
into over 24,000 files. So we've got to figure out a way to deal with this hacking problem. That's what we have to do.
You know, and
They are the hacking problem.
And they said, look, this happened a long time ago at a tabloid in London. Somebody did something really bad, and the company reacted. They closed that newspaper. All those people got fired, even though 99% of them absolutely had nothing to do with it.
And if I'm not mistaken, Murdoch, who owns it, has apologized, but for some reason, the public, the media, keeps going over this again and again and
The
again.
piling on.
It's a little bit too much, but I think the bigger
Why are they
issue is
reporting
really
the news?
hacking and how are we as a public going to protect ourselves and protect our privacy and deal with it. And I would also say, by the way, Citigroup, great
he
bank,
say
Bank
protect
of
our
America,
privacy?
great bank. Are they getting the same kind of attention for hacking that took place less than a year ago that News Corp is getting today?
Right, and then you, along those lines, you've got the news about this thing at the Pentagon. I mean, it sounds like the country of China, who we owe a whole bunch of debt
the
to.
Chinese
now,
Sounds
let's
like
blame
they
the
got
Chinese. You know what's
into
happening
our
here?
Pentagon supercomputer.
You know what's happening here is that Steve Douchey, or whatever his name is this Douchey or the other one? Is this Douchey or douchebaggery? I can't tell which guy it is who's speaking here. This guy is so shocked. Like clearly, the producer told either this guy Dilenschneider doesn't know the story, or is being so brazen in his attempt to conflate the story that Douchey over here is looking back and just going like, I don't know how to continue with the, you've gone miles beyond where I thought we could do to cloud this thing. China. What about China? It's like China over here.
Surprised he didn't go ground zero mosque.
And sucked out 24,000 different files. Where is that as a big story?
It's really very, very scary, and I think that we should be very concerned as a public about our privacy and about people getting access to what we have, and we've got...
Well, here, this is how you can start with as the public. Stop the news organization that has been professionally hacking thousands. They have admitted to hacking 4,000 voicemails, at least.
to find ways to defend ourselves.
Sure. And one of the other things about
the first thing you can do to defend yourself, close News Corp down. That would be the first thing you can do.
media piling on, and you look at some sites, you would think that Martians had landed in New Jersey again. We've got some serious problems in this country right now. We are
just call Chris
teetering
Christie a
on
Martian?
default.
There are people. There's Martians landing in New Jersey.
In government-funded helicopters.
The name of this segment was like, can we actually see? Let's just, this is like one of those things where the producers are like drunk, like at like midnight last night. They're drunk, they're high, and they're going, dude, do you think we could actually do a segment which made it sound like News Corp was the victim of hacking? Come on, I don't know, I'm gonna type it up right now. And then they were too fucked up, and they forgot that they left it in the computer system, and then someone picked it up the next morning. Hold on, I'm gonna keep playing this. Let's see here.
Problems in this country right now. We are teetering on default. And what do? They talk about this.
We've got major problems in the country. John Boehner's dealing with tough problems. The president's dealing with tough problems. We have problems in the states. And we're dealing with this issue over in London that took place more than a decade ago.
Sure.
I don't quite understand it.
And Mr. Murdoch himself has said that he's going to cooperate. He's going to show up at Parliament next
Why
week.
is he cooperating?
And, news
How
this
can he
morning
do
that
this when we're
Rebecca
so close to
Brooks,
default?
Who headed up that unit, is calling it quits.
All the right things have been done from a crisis point of view in terms of this news of the world issue. It really should get put behind us. Investigators, the courts should deal with this, and we should move on and deal with the important topics of the day.
I think you're right. All right, Bob Dilenschneider.
Good to see you.
Pleasure to see you right
Always.
here on the big desk.
Always good. Thank you.
Pleasure to see you right here.
I don't think so.
There you have it. That is stunning. That is stunning.
But you know what? It's their demographic is totally listening and not understanding. They're just hearing hacking everywhere.
Hacking? What's going on? We're all being hacked. Oh my gosh. How come nobody's talking about Citigroup? Unbelievable. That is fantastic. Bob Dilenschneider, I hope he got paid well for that. It's gonna. I guarantee you, by Monday, we're gonna find out that he's either being paid by News Corp or he's dating Steve Ducey's daughter or something.